Thank you all for joining me once again today. I hope in some small way or in a big way, but in a way that makes sense to you, that you see this moment, this day, as just as vital as any you would ever have. There's no tomorrow. There's no yesterday. This is only today. So allow me for a few moments to share another dispatch, if you will, on the big topic called resilience, but in this case, it's called the nth degree. If any of you out there have a proclivity or interest in mathematics, generally in math, there is this number called the 9, which serves as a check number. If you're doing a numerology or numerical assignment or analysis, trying to add things up and seeing what makes sense, sometimes, most times or every time, the number 9 can serve as a check number. So in this case, me talking to you about the ninth degree on the construct of resilience, that's the check number for the previous episode called the 8 Pillars of Friend. And to make it clear, that 9th degree has a name to it also. Let's call it the CR, the Charlie Romeo. CR. In the government realm, and in terms of budgeting going forward, those 2 letters, CR, mean a continued resolution. And even in terms of resilience and with the proper concepts on the parameters of a friend, those 8 pillars, that term CR and continued resolution can apply here. Maybe I can change that acronym CR to mean continuing resilience. I like it. But that will serve as the tagline for this 9th degree statement on the 8 pillars of friend. If you get a chance, please go back and check out that episode, the 8 pillars of friend or friendship. And that CR I want to share with you in the process of continuing to resolve, update, and continuing resilience, but also let's call that CR, those 2 letters, as courtesy and respect. The CR meaning continuing resilience and courtesy and respect. Consider those 2 letters as the umbrella over the 8 pillars of friend, and to maintain them actively every day. So CR, continuing resilience or courtesy and respect, can assist you in your commitment to friendship with the few who agree with you as their friend. So before we go any further, let me do a quick review of friend. Those 8 steps or pillars of friend. I had formerly, even before the 8 pillars episode, I had an episode on the 4 pillars, updated to 8. Upon further review, and after 2 presentations on the topic of resilience with the focus on this friend thing, the scope has widened a bit, but also has refined and narrowed at the same time. Meaning, I want to build an improved process model for life, a new best example for the process of friendship. So you cannot just buy or acquire friends like hats or bracelets or purses or suits or dresses. There's a process, I believe, a necessary commitment for those relationships to sustain the ever-changing and respective lives that 2 individuals must navigate separately and also together. Before I get into this revelation, it's not actually, I'm just saying that for a color commentary. I just felt the impulse to restate this theme about friend and the connection to the 820 resilience. Every day, in every moment. But once again, me being the engineer and analyst and big picture process and model guy that I profess to be, as that Mr. Box from England said eons ago, all models are wrong. Some can be useful, meaning useful as references or guidance or parameters or signposts, but never as destinations or answers to your problem. So remember, the main tenets of resilience, from my perspective, is always about progress, forward, positive, production, and yes, love. So let's get into the review of friend. Please do not correlate the term followers or subscribers or associates with the main term friend. And please do not throw all classmates or family members or strangers, even enemies with assets, into that pile of friends in your head. I only observe and like to re-examine the value of defining, refining, applying and testing the strength and substance in how I recommend the usage of friend in conversations. Of course, this is just my opinion at best, of course. In other episodes, I had cited 4 aspects for confirming a friend. Sort of like when they confirm a presidential appointment through the Senate confirmation process. But in this case, between you and I, for example, it's way more personal and less pomp, circumstance, and political performance. It's always about this thing called resilience. All right, are you ready for the revelation? Here we go, the definition. See how many of your vast Rolodex of friends gets through this screening process and model. Remember, this is the Ming view of friend and the Ming view of the friend world. Just a model. It's probably wrong, but I hope it can be useful for you in your journey towards resilience. Okay? Quick review. Number 1, disparate backgrounds. Number 2, common shared experiences. Number 3, similar or complementary trauma. Number 4, this is critical, a concentrated duration or time. Number 5, common relatable desire, discipline, and drive. Number 6, the constant over the variables, meaning love. Number 7, core competencies. And number 8, reliability, meaning under duress, under stress, availability without question, and constant contact is unnecessary. Now, I respect a possible response as those are a lot of steps on a formally presumed topic called friend. I do not intend to confuse or to complicate the subject of friend. I do feel a push, however, to offer this from my personal experience and to perhaps connect to yours and from a more common quality, talent, grace, and purpose perspective. We all have that unique existence to perfect, to complete on this personal, individual journey. I don't know yours, and you can only get an insight peek into mine through the book and through these 820 episodes. Remember, as eloquent and as elegant my recitations or my process for resilience, those models may come across as just that. But like these revised or revisited definitions on friend, They're probably all wrong for you, but I do hope that they are useful to you just for today. Continue to develop your resilience. As always, stay present, stay current. No matter where you are in this world, remember, it is always 820.